Okay, so I'm back, and I'm rolling the dice a little bit because I might have to break for work stuff, but I'm too excited. And I realized if you were yelling at your screen that I was overthinking it, you're correct, because I don't actually need to go back down to the boat for this part of the puzzle. I can simply go down the lift in the foundation to get back down there and do everything that I need to do because I already moved the minecart out of the way. So I can do that, and I should actually be able to get into the 46th room from that. Um, I just realized I didn't have my game sound on. Not that it was really doing anything at the moment. Uh, so what I want to do is I want to actually drain the reservoir as much as I can and just see what's down there while I go down there because there's the steps on the side that I'll be going down on. And then so my understanding then is with the boiler room, if I can pump power into the pump room from the boiler room, I can then pull permanently out some of the water that would be like in some of these spots into here, and then I don't need to do that again on a subsequent run. So I just need to keep that in mind that like boiler room, pump room on a run, get the flow together, and then I can get an extra five. It looks like five, whatever measures of these things are into there, and that will let me like have both the fountain and the reservoir empty if I want to fuck around with that later on. So for the purposes of this puzzle, which I believe will probably take me to the standard ending, but there's still many more mysteries I want to solve after this. Yeah. So, okay, so now I pull out of the... I'm going to pull into the fountain because I actually don't care about the fountain at the moment. And that also explains why the foundation never goes away each day, is because you need it to get down to this stuff. It is required for the end of the game. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out of the reservoir. Or yeah, so I need to like do this, I guess. I was not thinking. Okay, let me pull it all out again. This is gonna take a second here. Yay, pump action. I wasn't able to do this while I was in the meeting, so otherwise I would have knocked all this stuff out. I would have set it to the right state. But yeah, so I think I have everything else. I think I'm good for the most part with what I want to do. I have so many steps if I need to go back outside and fuck around out there, but I don't think I do at the moment. At least not yet. Okay, set reservoir, then push in. And I'm assuming that if I want to actually get what I want out of the bottom of the reservoir, I need to have the backup tank here. So I'm expecting to not really be able to do anything with this, but it's fine. I can get almost all the way to the bottom, and maybe I still get something from that. Maybe you don't actually. No, it feels like you probably need that one, the reserve tank there. Switch the reservoir. Great. Switch to fountain. Pull it out. Okay, switch to reservoir. Push it in. Okay, and that's all I can do right now. So, you know, that's fine though. This is still a very good spot. I just didn't dig this up, huh? A coin, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna say, but I just feel weird. I like want to leave a key option open. One sec. Okay, foundation, underground. Wait, there's pictures. I just realized there's pictures down here. Oh, it's cost and cost for... Oh, because the foundation doesn't have the pictures in it. Yeah, that's why. Because it's rank 6. Okay, got it. I have the key card anyways if I needed this. This stays open. I can go here. The minecart is out of the way. This is empty. Which, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I need to have it all the way drained out. Yep, okay, so there's stuff down there. Holy shit, what are those? Are those all lockboxes? Oh, no, no, no. Those are... I don't know what those are, but I definitely need to be able to... Yeah, I definitely need to be able to do something with that. And also, I think there's something with that tunnel if I can get the reservoir water level at the right setting and then have the fountain empty. Which, again, I'm pretty sure I need to have that backup tank for. But yeah, so I can do this. I can rotate this over here to the right direction. And then I can go in the back entrance that I opened up. And then this gets me to the lever, which should let me go into the room in the antechamber. Donk, 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 donk. Yeah, buddy. Okay, cool. So we got this. I guess that's just for resetting it if things get fucked up. Oh, if I needed a fucking key to open this... Let's just open. Okay, what's this then? Hello? What is going on with this? Okay, that's blocked. This leads to somewhere. High up. What is this? How do I get this powered up? What the fuck? Okay, there's so many things. Oh, it must be the other side of the catacombs. Yeah, or something. That's the lever. And then what is all this? Got it. Nice. Room 46. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. All right. What does this do? No, these are just all closed. Okay. This is all symbolism, the inner sanctum. Okay. There's a weird sound in my right ear there. I would have been so happy if I had gotten the if I had the extra pump stuff too. That would have been like fully filling everything out. I don't have like a upgrade. Yeah, I don't have an upgrade disc at the moment. I've spent all those. Still haven't gotten to the catacombs. There's still stuff down there. There's so many more mysteries that I want to solve. But for now, I am very content that I was able to... I don't feel like I cheesed my way into this in any way. I feel like this was the sort of... It felt like a natural flow, you know? Like, I got there from one entrance. I figured out one of the conditions I needed to do to get to the antechamber consistently. I got there. I got to the basement. I solved the basement puzzles, you know. Oh, money, thanks. Is there more money? Is there money in here? So they have the steps? No, it's fine. Money in here? No, I need 40 to buy that book? Yeah. I was just waiting for, like, more money to fly at me here. Well, let's do it. Can you imagine if it was locked? That would have been... And I was like, I needed one key. Okay.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone.
It was Simon.
The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
Dope. Does that end the run? Do I, like, not get to... I want to see what's in the... I want to actually be in the room. Please let me go in the room. I spent so much time getting there. I would like to be in the room. Okay, that ends the run. That's, I mean, I did everything that I was going to do during the run. Your new home. Oh, wonderful. Day 19. Outstanding. Let me tell the boys. That's pretty good. Day 19 feels early. Someone was saying they got it on day 15 and they felt like that was a rush. I don't know. Like, I guess if you were like really just burning for it, but like I don't feel like I was like rushing for anything. I was just trying to solve puzzles, and I had a good time. If we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. I didn't crack a single fucking safe. I still have so much stuff I need to do in this game. I'm gonna save and continue. I want to see what the fuck I can do next. I assume it's just like I just have access to, not like I don't free reign. The house still works like this. The next day. Okay, great. Yeah. Uh-huh. I got my allowance. So, yeah. Oh, I got a new stamp too. Only open only in the event of inheritance. There's the stamp. Dear Baron. Oh, I'm the Baron now. Baron Simon P. Jones. Welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. But life is a journey of growth, growing up, growing older, growing wiser, and in our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud and brash and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation, I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. And as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive toward. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there, or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Owen Navari, Herbert S. Sinclair. I really... Something about this actually strikes me. There's a lot of things in my own life that I've done to sort of feel like I've proved myself. And those have helped immensely with my sense of purpose and my sense of self. I think that's part of, like, people talk about Dark Souls. Every fucking game video has to talk about Dark Souls. When you overcome adversity, you do feel like you have earned something on the other side of it. It's not simply the reward that you receive for your, for overcoming a challenge, but also you have earned the right to feel valid in that accomplishment. And that validation is itself an incredible gift. So I really like that. I wanna call that out and just say that is really important. Oh, I got a trophy. Neat. That's my first achievement. Permanently added to the trophy room is the achievement room. I get it now. All right. Well, I can't just end this here. I got to do a little bit of this day, right? Yeah, I got time. Okay. Well, I have a goal. I have several goals. I want to... I believe I know what needs to go on in the torch room. I believe I know what has to happen with the reservoir. Well, I don't know what's at the bottom, but I know how to drain it. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. 2 stones. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. For people who got this far and feel like, oh, I didn't have all the mysteries unlocked, I don't think you're supposed to at this point. I don't feel like you're supposed to have solved the entire game before you get to room 46. I feel like getting to room 46 is kind of the start of a lot of stuff now. Like, I still have everything in the grotto to worry about. There's a whole bunch of backstory I haven't figured out yet. I feel like I have a ton still to work on, which is great. I got 1 of 7 envelopes. Yeah, no, this is not over. I think I probably will stop recording after this. I'll call this the last episode of this, and any future work I do will just be on my own time. Or at the very least, I'll capture video, but I won't do voice overlay, so I can just, like, have the footage, but I don't need to keep up with talking on it. Because sometimes it's nice to just puzzle on this stuff myself, and this has been a good journey. I guess I'll ruminate on the game for a second. I really liked this. There's a lot that I really enjoyed about this. I think partially because I like resource management, and I like the way this was set up. There was times where I got frustrated. Not really with the RNG, though. I don't know that I necessarily felt like I got fucked by the RNG. I feel like I had a lot of times to modulate that. And I know I said this before, but I felt like I had a lot of times to modulate that. And getting permanent additions like this, Westgate Path is a big help for the other room, Gemstone Cavern, Apple Orchard for the extra starting resources, Blackbridge Grotto for being able to like do the experiments from the security room, or sending a bunch of money out. Like, it's a game where if you try and focus on one thing, you're going to have a bad time because you don't really control if you get that one thing. But if you focus on the many things, and there's so many puzzles to solve in this game, if you just keep focusing on what puzzle can I solve with this run, which is an interesting dynamic because a lot of roguelike games will have this, like Hades also has this too, where you don't necessarily want to try and be like, this is the build I'm going to do this run, because it's not really up to you. You can control it a little bit with like the keepsakes, right? You can be like, I want this to be a Poseidon run, so you get the Poseidon keepsake, you start off and you get a starting boon, and then he's in your boon pool, and then you can like hopefully get more of them. But you don't actually get to pick if that happens. You can try and lean in that direction, but you do have to accept whatever you get, regardless of which way you lean, if you want to be really successful. And I've seen that in basically every well-designed roguelike. I've seen that in life. You don't get to make... You get to make choice on which direction you go, but you don't necessarily get to decide what happens when you go in that direction. And learning to roll with the punches and learning to roll with what opportunities are available to you, I think is a very fundamental sort of game theory skill that leads you more towards success. I know when I was younger, I have a friend who would get very frustrated when he would play a game and it wouldn't let him do the build he wanted to do or the style of play he wanted to do. And I always found that very interesting because, like, I picked up at a certain... I was, a similar... Kids are usually similar in that way. But there was a certain point where I picked up with, like, well, you need to find the fun in the options that are given to you and be like, what can I do here that I will enjoy that's from the set of things that's given to me? And he's better about that now. We're grown up. But I can see that that's a frustration that some people have with... They want absolute freedom to do exactly the thing they want to do and only the thing they want to do. And games with random elements don't let you have that. They're never going to let you have that. That's fundamental to the nature of randomness. But a good random system will give you interesting choices, whether it's zig or zag, left or right, up or down. And I do feel like I had a pretty good amount of agency over where I zigged and zagged in here. I had to make smart choices, like I had to hang on to keys or dice or gems or money and be like, what if I got this choice, this would help, or this choice. I needed my set of choices to be expansive so that I could then narrow in on things as they sort of arrived. And I liked the balance that this game had for that. That's just like from a gameplay standpoint. From a story standpoint, I'm enjoying the sort of uncovering the mystery of what happened here, like who all these people were and what the like. I kind of like that it takes place in a fictional land, so that they can tell a little bit more. Like they can have a little bit more intrigue there, instead of just like this is a real set of people. This is like a real set of places and a real set of historical events, which I guess they could have maybe done, but you would have had to like know a historical event that had these components to allow you to tie all that stuff together. Yeah. So I'm excited to see how the rest of the story unfolds, which I guess will happen off camera here, and we'll see where things go from there. I'm gonna do, I guess, I don't know, I'll just do a sort of a loose run here. I'm gonna do my usual things. I don't actually need to get to the antechamber anymore, do I? I still need to get the basement key to be able to do stuff down there that I want. So I still okay, I do have to still get to the antechamber to like make mystery progress, but I don't need it for the sake of game completion. It like sort of removes one element of difficulty for me. And then there was that red door down there that I don't know what that was about. There's still quite a lot here that I want to unpack. Shelter, negative effects of red rooms, that'd be pretty good, honestly. I'm gonna do that so I can get things like the chapel or the gym or the archive. For instance, if I could get an early archive, like one of my first 3 rooms, archive or furnace, being able to just like drop those but not get hit by them would be very good. Did that only cost me 4 steps? Why did I think it cost us 6 steps? Oh, because I didn't go in the room. That's why. Mount Holly gift shop. Sure. I haven't seen this one yet. Let's do it. Okay. Dear, yeah, it's not out yet. Swinburne plushie unlocked. Oh, neat. Okay, cool. Curse coffers. It just looks nice. When you reach rank 5 with lunchbox, gain half your dinner steps. Enjoy your lunch. Oh, it's the chef. Is her name Joya? Okay, hold on. Her name is Joya, I guess. Love it. That's delightful. Cool. Okay. Blue tents can only be purchased after proven merit as a permanent addition to the campsite. Oh, it makes the tent blue. Cool. So these are just fun little gewgaws. I love it. All right. Well, it's also a good room layout too. I'll do bedroom and see if I can draft bedroom closet. That'd be fun. That'd be nice. Nope. I could reroll. I don't know that I want to burn chapel right now. I'll get the gems. I do feel like there's sort of a weight lifted. I have the chance to do more now with my time. Commissary would do upwards. Chapel would do sideways. I get another die for this, don't I? Yeah, I do. I'll go ahead and map out the other side, though. Gift shop. That's funny. How many more... Okay, I'm missing one shop room, which is the... No, that's not. It's not the vault. I don't know what... Oh, it's the armory. That's right. I was going to swap that out at some point. Drawing room's pretty good. Oh, you know what? Library, because I got all those books. I'm not going to read them all right now. But I want to see that they're there. Library. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so they're not just on the table. They're just like, they're up somewhere. Let me locate the books that I fucking paid for. Are they up here? Huh? What was that noise? Oh, it's the creaking. So where's my books I bought? Is there a shelf? Did I misread where the books go? I thought it said that they went to the library. Oh, are they an option to withdraw from the... I see. Got it. So I still have to request them. Got it. So they're added to this list. I would love to see History of Verindia First Edition, because I feel like that's going to help illuminate some stuff for me. Well, there's the bookshop again. No, I'm going to do conference room, because I want the directions, and I like the spread effect. And then a dead end here would be great. I'm just going to go ahead and do closet. Yeah, it's fine. I don't get the extra items. These two are fine. Key and gem would be good. Key and Lucky Rabbit's Foot is also great. All conference room. Place them in the office safe. Yeah, that's not the safe code. I still don't know how to figure out the safe codes yet. Oh, maybe I need something that allows me to crack the safe. Parlor. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting gems. This is a fine direction too. Okay, 3 statements. There are 2 false statements. This is the only true statement. The white box is empty. So if this is true, then this is false, and this is false. If this is false, then there's only one false statement. This can be true, and this can be false. And if this is false, then this is true. And okay, so that actually all makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. Whew. Still sweat bullets every single time, man. Fucking throwing my notes everywhere. Yeah, but billiard room. I'll use the other side to map up further. Nothing here. Silver key would be dope. 13 plus 8, 21 minus 8, 13. 18 minus 13 is 5. Times 2 is 10. 20, 14, times 2, 28. Divide by 7 is 4. Great. Silver. Hey, there we go. Silver key. Right on, right on, right on. I'll use... I was going to say, I could use the silver key here if I wanted to. I don't need that anymore, really. Drawing room, gem requirement. Yeah, this is decent. I like the directions. I feel like I should go westward a little bit and try and reconnect. No, I'm fine with workshop, honestly, especially in the middle of the house. It's pretty good. I don't really have any items to combine. Oh, but it's got this. Yeah, it always has an item in it, too. I don't suppose I can combine these two. No, okay. Didn't think so. Pantry. Yeah, let's see if we can link these up. Banana. I know, yes, there's money in here. I can see it. Thank you. I have rerolls. Corridor. I don't really need that. I'm going to do a reroll here and get the money. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. I would take that. I don't have the sledgehammer. That's okay. Let's see if we can get a right turn. I only have to go in here the one time, and dumping this in a dead end like this is pretty good. I have a decent amount of stuff. Let's do that. And then... Sadly, none of these is real... I'm actually going to drop this real quick. I don't have... Yeah, I'm just going to get the 10 steps. I still end up net positive on it, and if I get a gem or a key card, it's pretty good. So there's something in here. Is there a money or a key or something? Yeah. So it was worth a key and a key card, which is definitely a good grab, plus the 10 steps. Good little dead-end spot. I'm kind of tempted to burn the key on that, because those usually check out pretty well. Security's not bad. West Wing Hall, getting early security, not early, but getting security here overall would be pretty nice. I have the key card, so I can turn up the heat a little, and then I can spend a key here and safely feel decent about that. And I could just get 3 more keys, which I knew was a distinct possibility. Is there something else in here? Yeah, money. Anything else? Nope. Okay, let's turn up the heat. Anything in the inventory? There's another trunk. I missed a trunk somewhere. So I'm going to turn this up for sure. From setting... Set offline mode to... I don't need to set offline mode to anything because I'm not going to turn it off. 1 second. Yeah, I should drop out right now. I'm gonna leave the game running here. I'll complete this run on my own time. And yeah, so thanks for watching this. I hope if you didn't play the game here that you got it, or because obviously everything is more or less spoiled for you here. But hopefully this was valuable for you. I'm sure there's a lot more to explore here, and it's fun to possibly share it. But I also like just being able to play on my own time, right? And I got to the end here. I got a pretty good overview of the game. So rock solid. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and have a good one. I'll see you in the probably next puzzle game, or, God willing, Silksong comes out someday. Nintendo announced it, and I'm going to have to pay $7,000 to play it. No, I won't, because I don't have to get a Switch 2 for it. Anyways, Blueprints, good game. Feel free. If you're at this point, I don't know that you would buy it if you haven't already bought it, but if you somehow still want to get it at this point and, do the experience, fucking get this game. It's a good game. All right, see you later. Bye.